25,000 years ago, in the heart of the Ice Age, night was falling over Europe. And if you had been there, you would have been terrified. Snow blankets the land, the wind never stops screaming. And inside a cold, rocky cave, a small family huddles together, watching their fire die down to a few weak embers. Nobody sleeps deeply tonight, because outside in that darkness the night belongs to something else. Cave lions bigger than anything alive today. Cave hyenas with jaws strong enough to crush bone. Packs of wolves that can smell blood from miles away. And humans. Humans have nothing. No claws. No fangs. No fur. No night vision. On paper, we shouldn't have survived a single one of those nights. But here's the part almost nobody tells you: caves were never really ours. Archaeological evidence shows something disturbing. Humans and predators took turns living in the exact same caves. One century a family sheltered there. The next a pack of hyenas moved in. The ownership just changed, back and forth, for thousands of years. So how did a soft, clawless, furless species survive night after night for hundreds of thousands of years without becoming dinner? The answer wasn't strength. It was something far more dangerous to every predator on Earth: intelligence. And archaeology is only now uncovering exactly how it worked. The first secret was fire, but not the way you'd think. A fire built deep inside a cave fills it with smoke. Smoke doesn't just choke you, it kills you in your sleep. So early humans made a calculated choice. They slept near the cave entrance, close enough to stay warm, far enough for the smoke to escape. That same fire also lit up the entrance, meaning nothing could approach without being seen first. When wood ran out on the frozen steppe, they burned bone. They burned fat, anything that would keep the flame alive. Then came something even smarter: the stone lamp. A small stone bowl filled with animal fat with a wick of moss. Tiny flame. Barely any smoke. No need to keep a massive fire roaring all night. Just enough light for a mother to check on her sleeping child or a hunter to find a tool in the dark. The second secret was the bed itself. At Border Cave in South Africa, archaeologists found something that shouldn't exist: that early actual engineered bedding. First a layer of ash to stop insects from crawling up. Then fresh grass. Then aromatic plants that naturally repelled mosquitoes. Long before mattresses, long before houses, humans were already designing a safer place to close their eyes. But the most important defense wasn't fire or beds. It was each other. Ancient people never slept alone. They slept in a tight cluster, and it wasn't just for warmth. It was architecture. Children slept in the center, the safest point. Strong adults formed a human wall around them. If danger came, it hit the adults first. And this closeness wasn't only about defense. Anthropologists believe pair-bonding couples staying physically close night after night played a real role in Ice Age survival too. Shared body heat kept partners alive through sub-zero nights, but it also reinforced something: biological loyalty, attachment, the drive to protect the person next to you. Some researchers argue this nightly closeness is one reason humans evolved long-term pair bonds at all, unlike most other mammals. Intimacy, in other words, wasn't separate from survival. It was part of the strategy. Couples who stayed close, who trusted each other completely in the dark, were more likely to wake up in the morning together. And then there's the detail that sounds almost too perfect to be real. Nature had already built them a night watch for free. Older adults naturally wake earlier, younger adults stay up later. Children wake at random. Nobody's biological clock matches. Which means statistically someone in that cave is almost always awake. Someone hears the branch snap outside. Someone notices the fire dying. The whole tribe becomes one living alarm system, without a single person ever pulling guard duty. Even the camp layout was a trap avoidance system. Fresh meat, blood, bones, all kept far from the sleeping area, because that scent is exactly what drags predators in. And some researchers believe the ancestors of modern dogs were already sleeping by that. Fire too, their noses catching danger long before any human could. Here's where it gets stranger. Anthropologist Richard Wrangham believes fire didn't just keep us alive, it may have built the human brain. Cooked food digests easier, freeing up huge amounts of energy for the brain. Homo erectus's brain exploded in size around 2 million years ago. Coincidence? Maybe not, except solid evidence of controlled fire only appears 250,000 years ago, long after those bigger brains show up. So, maybe it wasn't fire, maybe it was meat, or maybe somehow both. And sleep itself. You've probably heard 8 unbroken hours is normal. History disagrees. For centuries, people slept in 2 shifts, a first sleep, quiet time by the fire, then a second sleep. Even earlier than that, studies on the Hadza of Tanzania, one of the last hunter-gatherer societies on Earth, show they sleep just over 6 hours, wake up constantly, and still stay healthy. Because their sleep isn't ruled by a clock. It's ruled by what their body actually needs. Now look at Earth from space tonight. Cities glowing. Darkness almost gone. For the first time in human history, night isn't really dark anymore. But our bodies. They were built for that Ice Age cave, not for this.